Jennifer and Karyl. Sorry, I probably screwed that up. But this is our my husband and Jennifer's friend. I should say our husband. We're not sister wives, but
let's not start them rumors, girl.
And he's our guest today.
And what's his name?
His name is Jeremy. Did I say Jeremy?
No,
I guess I didn't.
you
I
just
said
said
husband.
I'm both of your husbands.
Hi, Jeremy.
Hi.
Thank
I'm
you
sleepy,
for joining
too.
us.
He took a long nap.
I'm exhausted, but
We're recovering from vacation. We're recovering from a relaxing vacation.
Yes.
Yeah. Back to the grind, guys.
Exactly.
I had to pull that whip out. Tell you guys, get on this podcast. We're about to do this. Thanks for doing it so late. I know I had to make it a little bit later.
He had work, and there was no way to do it at 5:00, and I was like, that kind of works out because I could work out in between. So
perfect.
Awesome.
So what are we going to talk about today?
Well, I think we're going to talk about what Southern phrases or just Southern words.
That's going to be fun. I did do a little bit of side research too. I know you have like a lot of good stuff. Just you guys
Not
have it in your
really,
heads because y'all are from the South.
Exactly.
But so y'all just have it all in your head. I had to do research and like remember my childhood days in Missouri in the summer.
Yeah.
To bring some of the words and things back. But yeah, so this should be fun. This should be a good one.
This is like our second language.
On my phone.
Yeah, I think it's funny, though. Yeah. We're the ones that have lived in the South forever, and you're the one that threw out y'all first. A minute and a half into it, y'all. So.
Oh, did I? Shoot.
Yeah, you did.
That's thanks to my granny. That's the one. That is literally the one word when I'd come back from Missouri after being there all summer. When I'd come back, I would be saying y'all for weeks until it finally went away. But y'all, that was the first word I would pick up every time I would go to Missouri.
Well, when we'd go to Eastern Kentucky to visit, and we'd come back to Lexington, our accent would be so much thicker. And, that's pretty bad considering it's thick right now. But when you're there for like a week or whatever at a time, you pick up on
Oh, it comes back.
The twang.
When that's what you grew up with, it comes back really quick. The kids always said they could tell if I was happy. I don't hear your accent
very much, Jeremy. I don't hear yours very much as I can hear Karyl's. Like Karyl's, like anyone could hear Karyl's. Yours is kind of like undercover to me.
So the kids always said they could tell when I was mad or really happy because the accent got really bad. In other words, it just I stopped paying attention to it, and it just got really bad. Yeah, happy or mad though.
Happy or mad. So where do you want to begin, Jennifer? So you got some family that's in Missouri. So what was some of your favorite phrases that you heard when you'd go down there to visit?
Okay, I have four. I have four things to say.
Okay.
Hopefully you guys can fill in the rest.
Go on, y'all.
So Granny would always call her purse a pocketbook.
Pocketbook.
And yep, she'd be like, "Baby, go get my pocketbook next to the ice box." And the ice box is the refrigerator.
Yep.
And then she would say, "And then come give me some sugar," like give her like a kiss or whatever. And she would also say, "Oh, Coke." Everybody says Coke, but it's not Coke. Coke is everything. It's all sodas. It's like, I want a Coke, but it's not a Coke. It's like Coke. It could be Coke, Sprite, Mountain Dew. It could be any of them, but they just say Coke.
See, ours was not that. It was pop. We grew up saying, "I want some pop," which basically meant the same thing. Coke, Sprite, too, Mountain Dew.
And they look at me crazy because I say soda. Being from California, we say soda out there, and everybody out here says pop. But it's soda pop. It's both, but whatever.
See, I think of Coke as almost being...
is that she would...
I almost think of Coke as being like Texas. Because that's what I hear down there.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm getting it mixed up because I have been to Texas too. But the last thing that really kind of threw me for a loop, I remember when I go to visit, is they'd be like, "Okay, it's time for dinner," but it was like 12. So dinner is lunch and supper is dinner. like it's breakfast, dinner, supper instead of breakfast, lunch, dinner. Is that how it was for y'all too?
I grew up just saying dinner, but I think Jeremy's dad, he grew up saying supper because dinner to him was more like lunch, right?
Yeah, we said lunch and supper.
Yeah.
And somehow I got started saying dinner like 10 years ago. Dinner meaning supper. And Dad hates it. Because, again, to him, dinner is lunch and supper is supper. So.
Yeah, okay. That was the other thing. Those that's all I got. That's all I got.
All right.
Those were all my things. Like, the things that, like, stuck out for me.
I think that was cute. It sounds like your grandmother was awfully cute, too. Jeremy, what's the big ones that...
I was going to say, if we were just talking, within half an hour, you would hear all kinds of phrases, right? But to sit and try to think of what's a Southern phrase, that's a little bit harder to do.
But we have some Southern words, like ain't. The sister of one's mother or father. I need to go visit my aunt.
Oh, that ain't what I think of as ain't.
The ain't can also be can't.
No, ain't means I ain't going to do it.
Ain't.
And just so you know, ain't has about 3 or 4 cousins. I ain't going to do it, I can't do it, and I ain't done it.
They're cousins, Jeremy?
They're pretty daggone close.
I love it.
What's a good one? No,
paints. I forgot about paints. We didn't really say paints, I don't think. Like blue jeans,
paints.
But...
P-A-I-N-T-S instead of P-A-N-T-S.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to put my paints on.
You know what my granny used to call pants? Britches.
Britches,
Oh,
yeah.
Pull up your britches. I remember all these words now. They're coming back. It's coming back.
I told you
Annie
we can talk
Smith,
for
I
half
hear
an
her
hour
in my
and get all
voice,
kinds
in
of
my head.
Another good one was the size tars that you put on your car. Tars instead of tires.
Oh, tars.
It was tars. I need to go get some new tars in my car. I love it. That was one of my favorites. I still love hearing it, though.
Well, that one's more just
Jeremy,
accent, too. That one's just more accent because there's a lot of cousins to it, too. There's tars. You can build a far outside, right?
Far.
I'm trying to think. There's all kinds of those where you're just dropping the I to R.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why Jeremy, you were saying, it's hard to just think of these things off the top of your head, and that is so true because like when we hung out with your mom, Karyl, I told you I love just listening to your mom talk because I hear phrases and words that I never hear, and it's just so entertaining the way that she tells stories, and I just hear phrases that I'm like not used to hearing, and it's just so cool. So.
I hear things I've
Shout
never
out to
heard
Karyl's
before,
mom.
Too.
I love it.
What other ones you guys got?
All right, I'm looking through another list here, and there are all kinds of Southern sayings. Like I said, I don't know. We used to call people dumber than a coal bucket. That's nowhere on this list, but you can figure out what dumber than a coal bucket means. This list has over yonder on it. I thought over yonder was pretty much universal. People know what I'm talking about when I say I'm going over yonder. Is that a Southern thing or not?
I've heard that my whole life. And in church, going up a yonder, that word's in that song. You know?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's universal.
That's probably a redneck that wrote it, but yeah, it's in that song.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to talk about bless your heart because that's like the civilian version of with all due respect. That means whatever's coming next is really mean, but I said bless your heart, so I'm allowed to say it. Like, bless her heart, she's always been a coked-out tramp. And it's supposed to be okay because I said bless your heart.
Oh, does it always have to have something negative behind it? Because my granny used to say that. She'd be like, when I do something she would like, she would say bless your heart. But she didn't say anything after it, unless she said it under her breath.
No, she just assumed you knew. If she said bless your heart, what she was really saying is that poor kid.
Oh, Lord.
She tries so hard,
I was taking it as a compliment until now.
I'm sure she meant it as a compliment. I'm sure she was a fine
Thanks,
woman.
Jeremy. So I don't feel all sad after this.
Oh, bless your heart.
We're going to have to do that now, Karyl. Next time we're together, we're going to have to be like, bless your heart. And then after the person leaves, we'll have to say what we really
Exactly.
mean to each other.
Exactly. I think it's funny that, we did that one episode called From the Holler to the Hamptons. And you had no idea what a holler was that entire time. You never asked me. So when I took you to Eastern Kentucky and you saw a holler, you're like, I know what a holler is. And I'm like, you didn't know what a holler was this entire time since that episode?
I know. And I meant to ask you, but I forgot.
You're probably, what does that
I
mean?
saw it. I'm like, what is that? I'll ask her later. And then I forgot.
See, Southern people are very economical with their phrases. Holler has 3 or 4 meanings, right? I mean, it's the valley between hills. It's what you do when it's time to holler for Dad to come eat, right? So we reuse a lot of words.
That's great.
It works. It's great.
That's what we do in the English language. We do that a lot.
How about I reckon? I reckon's not a Southern thing, is it?
I reckon.
I only heard that when I was in Missouri, really. I don't remember hearing that much out on the West Coast, but
when I say it now, I do it on purpose.
I usually say it when I start getting annoyed. You don't reckon. So. Oh, I don't know. I feel like we need a better list of Southern words.
I think we got some good ones. Let's see here. Like, I think.
All right, while she's looking, I got to tell you a story.
I'm fixing to cook dinner. Did your grandmother ever say that?
Fixing to, She would say fixing. Yep. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And this one I wasn't sure about because I'm like, doesn't everybody say, like if you need to unthaw chicken, you say unthaw, right? Instead of to thaw? Or how do you say it?
I just say thaw. We need to thaw the chicken.
Yeah.
Or thaw it out.
I never heard unthaw, but unthaw would be to freeze.
I never heard of that either.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of these is like, I've heard of them before, but they're not terms that we really heard growing up.
What we need to do...
What about this one?
Mm-hmm.
Lickety split. Is that...
I heard of that, but I always thought that was something from the 1950s that everybody kind of said, but I don't think I ever really said that myself. Mm-hmm. What about...
meaning really fast.
Right. Did you guys ever say, like, Mamaw and Pawpaw, or is that an Eastern Kentucky thing?
I never heard that.
See, my grandparents up in Washington State, they was not called Mamaw and Pawpaw. And because people would be like, what's a Mamaw and a Pawpaw? But that's what we always called our grandparents, was Mamaw and Pawpaw.
Like, when I had great-grandparents when I was little. They were still living. And they called my great-grandparents like Mama Payne and Papa Payne. Their last name was Payne, but they put Mama in front and Papa. But those were my great-grandparents. My grandparents, we've always called them just Grandma and Grandpa.
Yeah, that's what I called my Seattle grandparents.
Oh, okay.
Eastern Kentucky was Mamaw.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was such a big thing until they were like, what's a Mamaw? Jeremy, we don't have a very great list of things. Let's see here. What's this one? Words for Southern cuisine. Chitlins. That's fried pig intestines. Ugh.
Yeah, that's a definite staple in the African American country community in Missouri. I would never eat them. My grandma used to make them, and I would never eat them.
I eat pork rinds.
Bad.
I love that.
Pork rinds?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I can do that. Yeah.
Yummy.
Chitlins? Nah,
Yummy.
that's a no for me.
That's a good one.
That's a pass.
Nanner pudding?
Yeah.
You never said that?
Mm-mm. I don't think so.
I grew up saying
What about
nanner
if you're having
pudding.
a tantrum? And my grandma used to call it, I think she used to say, stop having a hissy fit.
Hissy fit, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That, I think, is one probably.
Yeah, we did that all the
hissy
time. Did you guys have any sayings in California that you don't really hear anywhere else?
Oh, gosh. Now I have to think.
'Cause I was just thinking about that. Like, we're talking about, like, where we come from or just the South, how people say things differently or...
We use overuse the word awesome, overuse the word dude. Like everyone said dude when I was growing up. So I still say that. I might say that a lot. Like, dude, are you serious? Like how people say bro now, like we said dude.
Right.
And I don't, gosh, now I'm trying to take myself back to home. I don't know.
I remember, too, when I was talking about the kind of T-shirts like we would wear like in middle school. Like we had like the No Fear shirts, the Big Johnson shirts, the Hypercolor shirts. And you guys said you mainly just wore like beach, what do you call it, clothing, you know, like the brands, beach brands, which we definitely didn't have that.
Like they wore a lot, like I grew up with like a lot of skaters, like a lot of skaters, a lot of like Billabong, a lot of whatever the skater brands were. People wore a lot of all
Billabong
that stuff.
And
Surfers, a lot of that stuff. Yeah, and then gosh, of course, Guess clothing was like big for the girls. Like you had to have the triangle on your butt and wear the Guess jeans, otherwise you weren't cool. Like having that triangle on your butt, like really took you up a couple notches.
I had those.
How cool you on the coolometer.
I had Guess jeans. It wasn't just for girls.
Oh well,
because the boys had like the green triangle on their pants instead of like the red.
Oh,
right.
I had no clue.
I don't know. Maybe I'm not remembering correctly. It's just so cool to see how things are different across the country. I'm sure like Boston. Think about how they, say caw. Just things like that. Because I remember
I don't hear accents very well. Like I can't tell like where the different accents are from. Like I'm not that cool, but I can tell if there's an accent. But I struggle like pinpointing where it's from.
Mm-hmm.
Well, mine is so thick. Everybody thinks I'm from Louisiana, Texas, Missouri, South Carolina, Alabama. I mean, but they never guess Kentucky because I guess we're not technically really a southern state, or we are a border state, but yeah, I get that. Definitely all the guesses of a deep South states.
No,
I
get
heard
it.
that one. No.
Okay.
Lizard. That must not be an Eastern Kentucky one. Yeah, I know. When I can think of some right off, that is not nice, but but we didn't realize it wasn't nice at the time.
Yeah.
Those can be forgotten about. I love it. Do it. You did pretty good. Just to give yourself some practice, like for your auditions, when you come visit me next time, we should just go out and about and you do that Southern accent everywhere we go. Everybody you talk to, just amp it up. And it's just like, you're practicing. It's for a good cause. See, I can't do any other accent but this. I would sound ridiculous doing any other kind of accent. Yeah. Really? Not me. I'd still sound like this, thinking I'm talking Australian or something. No, you still sound like you're from Kentucky, girl. I love it. We should have had your mom on here, too, I bet. Or oh my God. I bet. Has she been in Missouri a lot? Yeah, they have a different accent. It's not really Southern. It's more, I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I know what it sounds like, but I can't mimic it. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. It's awesome, girl. Well, I guess we can make this one short tonight if you want. Yeah, I think I'm kind of like out of like terms because, the other ones I know we just can't mention on air, so.
If y'all really want to do this, we need to have a drink one night and just start talking and see what comes out of our mouths. Because the stuff on these lists, I didn't used to say these things. So I've heard them. No, but I didn't used to say them. Except ain't, can't, and hain't. Yep.
That's true.
All right, other wife.
My sister wife.
That's a different kind of slang.
Yeah. Or he can just be in the audience. And behind,
on the bed?
On the bed, just being like... No, he's downstairs. He was playing with Andrew's new little kitten, so... Yeah, they're like the best of friends, like Milo and Otis. Yeah. The little beady thing.
Is it orange?
No. It's a little black tabby-looking cat. It looks almost tabby-ish, but it looks almost solid black, so... But it's the cutest little thing. He's taking really good care of it. He's doing really good. I know. He's obsessed. He has sent so many videos of this cat and pictures of this cat while we were in Florida. It's mind-blowing. Like, seriously. And then he's like, he won't go out shopping, but he went to PetSmart and he went shopping for the cat. Anywhere. Yeah, anywhere. He loves that cat. Yeah, I got plenty of them on my phone from Andrew, so I'll send it to you. Alrighty. We'll see you guys later.